Hello everyone and welcome back to another strength training session with Cult Fit Home. I'm your coach Nitish Balal and I'm here with a dumbbell full body challenger. First things first, make sure you have a pair of dumbbells, yoga mat, hand towel and a water bottle to get you through the challenge. And without further wait, let's get straight into the warm-up. Because it's going to be a full body challenger, we are going to make sure that we actually warm up our entire body before we get started with the actual workout. So we'll do just two movements. One will take care of our lower body, one will take care of our upper body. First one is going to be the around the world. How do we do it? Get one arm on your lower back, palms facing backwards, one arm behind your neck, palms facing the neck. From there, we are going to pull our elbows backwards, extend our arms, go all the way around, touch, all the way around and back. We'll do a total of 14 reps, 7 each side. And then we'll do the next movement for our lower body, come back and do the same movement. Let's first finish 14 reps of around the world. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Extend, 1, extend, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Right? Next, we are going to focus on our lower body now. We'll do the 3x3x3 squat for that, which means three different stances and 3 different positions. First is going to be our gymnastic squat position where our feet are going to be absolutely joined to each other. We'll do 3 squats in this position. Let's go. Simple as that. 1, 2, and 3. Now in this position, get both your toes out and then do 3 squats in this position. 1, 2, 3. Get both your toes in, get your heels out, and 3 squats in this position. Once you're done with this, shake your legs. Get your feet as wide as your shoulders, toes parallel to each other, 3 squats in this position now. 1, 2, and 3. Next, get your toes out and 3 squats in this position. 1, 2, 3. Get the toes back in, move the heels out, 3 squats in this position. 1, 2, and 3. Once you're done, shake your legs, move to a different stance, which is going to be our sumo stance, feet wider than our shoulders, toes parallel to each other. Let's go. 1, 2, and 3. Once you're done, point both the toes outside and 3 squats in this position. 1, 2, 3. Get both the toes in, move your heels out. Now I know that my hips are not mobile enough that in this position I can get the heels further away. So I'm going to get the toes in so that it eventually gives the same stimulus. And 3 squats in this position. 1, 2, and 3. All right. That was our lower body warm up. Now again going back to around the world, starting with the right arm at the bottom, left arm at the top. Let's go for 14 reps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Okay. Now that we're done with the warm-up, let's quickly also get done with our mobility. We've got 3 movements. First one is going to take care of our hip flexors, quads, and our hamstrings at the same time. Again, one of my go-to movements when I try and do a full body movement, I have to mobilize both my hip flexors and my hamstrings. The night to hamstring. Get down into a lunging position, back knee under your hip, front knee slightly behind your heel. Squeeze your bum, lean forwards. You'll feel a stretch in your hip flexors and your quadriceps. From there, come back, raise your toes up and try and get your forehead towards your knee, and you'll feel a stretch in the hamstring. What we are going to do is we'll do it for 30 seconds on the right side and then 30 seconds on the left side. Let's go. Squeeze, lean, lean back, reset. Squeeze, lean, lean back, reset. Squeeze, lean, lean back, reset. Keep going. Great stretch for the hamstrings. I can feel it a lot in the hamstrings. I don't know. Hamstrings are still sore. I don't remember from which workout. 3, 2, 1 and switch. This time get the opposite leg. Again, front heel slightly behind your knee. Sorry, front knee slightly behind your heel and the rear knee exactly under your hip. Again for 30 seconds. Let's go. Squeeze, lean, lean back, reset. 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 Last 3. And that's 30 seconds, which also brings us to the end of this movement. Now, the next movement is going to be for our upper body. In fact, primarily for our shoulders and our chest. It's called the deltoid to floor. Get down on your knees, keep your palms slightly in the front and wide enough so that when you bend one shoulder and touch the floor, the other elbow forms a 90-degree angle, and then come back up. Repeat the same on the opposite side. We'll do this for 30 seconds. Let's go. Every time you go down, breathe out. Three, 2, 1 and rest. Just doing one more on the opposite side to even it out. And we have one more stretch, one last one, which is the armless prayer. Because we're going to be doing multiple movements for our upper body, I want to make sure that the lats, triceps and our scapula and rhomboids are nice and mobile. For that, knees under your hips, arms stretched forward, get your forehead down on the floor. Once you're in that position of puppy dog, let your elbows rest on the floor. Get your palms back and hold for 30 seconds. With every exhale, try and push your armpits closer and closer towards the floor. And 3, 2, 1 and rest. All right. That brings us to the end of the mobility as well. All right. It's a full body challenger and I guarantee you it's going to feel like a challenge. So catch your breath, have some water, wipe that sweat off before we get started with the movements. We're going to be doing a total of 6 movements and we'll do it in an EMOM style. If you don't know what that means, we'll just get back on the mat and go through all the movements one by one. Okay, so I just want you to have a look at the movements for now because there are a lot of movements and the order also is going to confuse you as of now if you try and do all those movements. Every movement that we are doing as a part of today's workout is something that you have done in the past, so you don't have to worry about will you be able to do it or not. If you want to try, just keep a pair of moderately heavy or even a light pair of dumbbells just to make sure that you know how to hold the dumbbells when you're doing the movement. As and when we go through the workout, I'll keep reminding what is the reps, what is the movement that we are going to do in which minute. Alright, EMOM stands for every minute on the minute. We are going to be doing a 32-minute workout. We'll do some movements in the first, second and third minute. The fourth minute is going to be rest. Fifth, sixth and seventh minute again we'll do a movement. Eighth minute is going to be rest. And we'll do 4 sets of that, which is going to be a total of 32 minutes. Right? First movement is going to be static lunges on your right leg. When I say right leg, it means the right leg is going to be in the front, left leg is going to be at the back. In this position, all we are going to do is drop our knee vertically down, touch the floor, come back up. Drop our knee vertically down, touch the floor, come back up. Goes without saying. The next minute, which is the second one, you're going to do the same thing on the opposite leg. Down, come back up. Down, come back up. Right? So static lunges on the first and second minute. Now, how many reps will we do? You'll choose between 9, 12 or 15 based on how your body is feeling today. If you feel great, go ahead, do 15 reps. If you feel average, do 12 reps. If you feel you're contemplating the choice of actually showing up to the session, then do just 9 reps, right? I somehow am still feeling sore from the previous sessions, so I'm going to stick to 12 reps of these movements. The third minute, we'll be doing a dumbbell deadlift. Ideally, I would want you to do it in a fashion where we elevate our toes. So, for example, what you can do is get the mat folded in, keep your toes above it, which is going to elevate your toes slightly. If you can take off your shoes and keep your toes on that, that also works. Hold the dumbbells at the side. From there, push your hips back, lower the dumbbells below the knees, come back up. Push your hips back, lower the dumbbell below the knees, come back up. This is going to be your toe elevated deadlift. Alright, that's going to be your third minutes movement, which is again going to be 9, 12 or 15 reps. Fourth minute is going to be rest. Fifth minute we'll be doing something called a single arm floor press. Now what does that mean? Grab 2 dumbbells, lie down in the bridge position. You're going to hold both the dumbbells on the floor. From there, press your arms up. Make sure your shoulders are still in contact with the floor. From here, on the first minute, which is going to be our 5th minute, we'll only use the right arm down and press up, down and press up. On the 6th minute, we'll basically do the same thing with the left arm. Single arm floor presses with the left arm. Again, 9, 12 and 15 reps depending on how you're feeling. And finally, on the 7th minute, we'll be doing some bent over rows. Only for the bent over rows, the rep scheme is going to be 9, 12 and 15. Sorry, on the single arm floor presses, we'll do 6, 9 or 12 reps, which is just the change. Everything else is going to be 9, 12 and 15. Again, not to worry about. When we are going to go through the movements in the workout, I'll keep repeating the rep scheme. Bent over rows, let's just go through it. Feet as wide as your hips. Dumbbells at a diagonal position, not outside, not in the front, somewhere at the diagonal. Push your hips back, let the dumbbells go just below your knees. In that position, pull the elbows back and down. Back and down. Squeeze your armpits, back and down. Make sure your dumbbells go all the way till your hips and then back down. Alright? So like I said, 6 movements in total. Static lunges on the right, static lunges on the left. That will work on your quadriceps and your glutes. Following which, on the 3rd minute, we do the toe elevated deadlifts. That's going to work on your hamstrings and your glutes. 4th minute is going to be rest. 5th minute, single arm floor presses, chest, triceps, to some extent your shoulders. 6th minute, single arm floor presses on the left. And finally, we are going to get off with the dumbbell rows, which is majorly your lats, to some extent your traps and also your biceps. All in all, a perfect full body challenger. Every movement is a compound movement, so it's going to make you feel the real burn. And not to mention, your core is always going to get used with all these compound movements. Right, 50 more seconds and we'll get started. Grab a sip of water, wipe that sweat off. First movement is going to be the static lunges. Just think about the next movement and I'll keep reminding what the next movement is going to be on the next minute. Mind you, start off light. We are going to be moving consistently for 8 minutes. So you don't want to start off heavy. Once you feel comfortable, you can increase always. But I would not want you to reduce the weight in between the sets. So start off light. And based on how you feel, we can always increase. 15 seconds. 9, 12 and 15 reps of static lunges. Get ready with your position. Right leg in the front, starting in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. 9, 12 or 15 reps. I'm going to do 12, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. All right, 25 seconds, 35 seconds to rest. Not bad. Keep walking up and down your mat. Trust me, before no time you'll start feeling your heart rate go up like crazy. So use this time as much as possible, get in as much oxygen as you can. It's going to help you. Get ready, we just got 10 seconds. We're going to do the same static lunges for 9, 12 or 15 reps on the left leg now. 3, 2, 1, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. All right, took about 28 seconds this time. Walk up and down your mat. When there are just 10 seconds left, we'll just roll up the mat to be able to elevate our toes. If you notice, the first 3 minutes we are focusing on our lower body. All right, 10 seconds left. And in the next 3 minutes, we basically go for our upper body. All right, toe raise, deadlifts. Let's go. Again, 9, 12 or 15 reps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. All right. The next minute is going to be a break. Walk up and down your mat. On the single arm floor presses, we'll be doing 6, 9 or 12 reps, depending on again how you're feeling. On the bent over rows, we do 9, 12 and 15 once again. 1 minute of rest and then we move on to the upper body movements. Specifically, why are we doing 6, 9 and 12 reps on the single arm floor press is, unlike every other movement, we'll keep the other arm in tension while we are pressing the opposite arm, which is why we are slightly reducing the rep scheme for that. Thirty more seconds. Lie down and get ready. All right, 15 seconds. Last 10. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Press both your arms up. Start with the right arm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Done. Keep the dumbbells down and relax. 25 seconds up. Just try and catch your breath. If you feel comfortable on the first set, you can increase for the next interval onwards, but try and stick to a light weight for the entire 8 minutes of the first round. Right, 20 more seconds. Like for example, I can feel that 12.5s are light for me, but as of now, after I'm done with the bent over rows. I'll move on to the 15s for the next 3 intervals. All right, 8 seconds left. Lie down. Get ready for the next set. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Press. Make sure your shoulders are still in contact with the floor and start with your left arm now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Again, done with the movements. Let's walk up and down our mat before we get started with the bent over rows on our 7th minute. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 9, 12 or 15 reps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12, and I'm going to stop there. Alright, we'll have about 90 seconds before we get started with our next interval. I'll be getting off to the 15th. That should make things a little more spicier. And of course, the second set onwards is when your body will actually start feeling the burn. So make sure you have a good 1 minute of rest. Breathe in as much oxygen as you can. And let's get going for the next 3 sets. So if you did the workout just like me, 12 reps majorly and 9 reps, you're technically doing 48 lunges on each side, 48 dumbbell deadlifts, 36 of the single arm presses on the right side, 36 presses on the left side, and finally again 48 bent over rows. Pretty huge number in terms of volume, and when done with the right form and the right weight, it can actually do wonders. Specifically when you do a full body style of a workout, helps you burn a lot more calories than any other body split. All right, 15 more seconds. Last time we started off with the right leg. I would like to work on the unilateral bias. So I'm going to start off with the left leg this time. Starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lunges, 9, 12, 15 reps on the left side first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Okay. Took about 33 seconds. Walk up and down your mat. All right, not a lot of time left. Get into a nice good position. This time starting off with the right leg again. 9, 12 and 15 reps. In 3, 2, 1. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6. Try and balance. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And the pairs of 15 is doing the job. Walk up and down your mat. Remember, we'll roll the mat just to be able to elevate our toes for the deadlift. 15 seconds left. I'm going to start rolling the mat. And 3, 2, 1, let's go. 9, 12 or 15 deadlifts. The toe elevated deadlifts help you engage your hamstrings better because the weight is, even though you are not consciously focusing, the weight is on your heels. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. All right. We get almost a minute of break after this 15 seconds, of course. Let's grab some water. Keep walking up and down your mat. Really helps you get that heart rate low in a very normal fashion. Mind you, if you're training 5 to 6 days a week, not every day you should be working out in a style where you're actually dying to breathe. HIIT should not be done every single day because it takes a toll on your body and it makes it harder for your body to recover from that. Of course, if you are someone who keeps your nutrition on point, sleep on point, recovery on point, and focuses on every aspect of your fitness and health, your body might be able to sustain it, but we all know we somehow lack on one area or the other, which is why about 2 to 3 sessions of HIIT should be good enough. All right, 6, 9 or 12 reps of the single arm floor presses, starting off with the left arm. Let's go. 1, 2, make sure your shoulders are still in contact with the floor. 3, keep your elbows locked. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, let's keep it down. 30 seconds up. Next interval is going to be with the right arm. Starting in the next 10 seconds, lie down, get the dumbbells in your arms, and let's get ready. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's begin. 1. Try and squeeze your chest every time you press the dumbbells up. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The reason we are doing 9 reps is you might be feeling that, oh, this is way too easy, I can go heavier, I can do more reps. But are you really keeping the elbow locked? Are you really keeping the shoulders in contact with the floor? Are you able to lock out the elbow perfectly and come back? At no point is your elbow bending. Find all these things and you'll find the same rep scheme challenging and effective enough. All right. Dumbbell bent over rows in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. 2, 3, 9, 12 or 15 reps. 5, 6, 7, 8. Keep your armpit squeezed. 9, 10, 11 and 12. All right. That was a good one. Again, 90 seconds of rest. Like I said, after the second set, the heart rate is going to slowly creep up. Mine's at about 160 as of now. Walk up and down the mat for the next 80 seconds. Let's catch our breath and then we'll get started with the third interval. Specifically I love training in the EMOM format. It really teaches you how to pace a workout. When you clearly know that your work rest ratio is roughly 1:2 or say 2:3, then you can actually plan at what speed do you want to do the reps, what is the right amount of reps for that interval, and really teaches you a lot about what your cardiovascular capacity is, what your muscular endurance is, how much the stamina do you have, etc. And which is why it really pushes the threshold really well. And that's one of the reasons for the challenger. It's actually not about can you get the job done, but can you consistently do the job well enough so that you can sustain for that 32-minute period. All right, 10 seconds. This time we'll start off with the static lunges on the right side. Again, 9, 12 or 15 reps. Starting in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. All right. Let's keep the dumbbells down. 30 seconds. Seconds left. Again, 9, 12 or 15 reps on the left leg now. Starting in 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. All right. Time for the toe elevated dumbbell deadlifts. Let's roll the mat. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. Again, 9, 12 or 15 reps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. All right. Let's walk up and down our mat. We still have 1 more minute of rest after this interval. Like I said, as and when we are moving ahead with our intervals, it's getting more and more challenging. That's how EMOMs work, right? First minute you'll feel like, okay, it's not at all doing the job. You keep pushing, hoping for it to slowly kick in. And then by the second interval you feel like, okay, now it feels like it's getting harder. In the third interval you'll be like, okay, this is what we've been dreading. And the fourth one you're like, let me just get the job done. I just want to get it done with. All right, 20 seconds left. Let's lie down and get ready for our single arm floor presses. This time it's going to be 6, 9 or 12 reps. And we'll start off with the right arm. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Press and let's begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. All right, keep it down and let's rest for the remaining 35 seconds. Specifically, if you're feeling on the floor press, the reps are slightly lower. That's a reason for it, because when you're holding one dumbbell in the air, in the active hold position, it becomes very difficult to balance that and press with the other arm. Chances are you might go wrong very easily, and which is why we're keeping the reps low. Focus on keeping your elbows locked, focus on squeezing your pec muscles, and you should still feel a great pump in your chest and triceps. All right, 3, 2, 1, time for the left arm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. All right. Walk up and down your mat. We've got about 30 seconds. The next movement is going to be the dumbbell bent over rows. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. 9, 12 or 15 reps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. All right. We have about 90 seconds before we get started with our final set of the EMOM. Now, on the final set, if you feel you want to push slightly harder and get 15 reps on each of the intervals, or say 12 reps on the single arm floor presses, go ahead, because you know that you don't have to work after this. You're just going to stretch and cool down after this. So if you want to push harder, go ahead, hit those 15 reps for all the movements and 12 reps on the single arm floor presses. I definitely am going to, because I feel, yes, I can take it for one last set. So let's do it. And this time we'll start with the left leg, again working on that unilateral bias. I think since I've consciously started making this effort to work equally on each side or each limb, I've seen a lot of my imbalances in my body kind of fade away. Generally, it's been always a case where I would feel one side to be more stronger than the other, but since I've started working that way, feels a lot better. All right, lunges. Now 15 reps this time. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. And that's still 30 seconds. If you're doing 15 reps, try and catch your breath as much as possible, because by the time you're on the 7th set, it's going to hit it real bad. All right, 10 seconds. Switching to the right leg now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Time for the toe elevated deadlifts. Starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Again, 15 reps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. I think it was a good call to do 15 reps on the final interval. About 65 seconds to rest, and then we'll get started with the upper body movements. Single arm floor presses will be our next movement. Because it's the last set, we'll be doing 12 reps each arm, and then on the bent over rows we'll do 15 reps. All right, 10 seconds. Let's lie down, get ready. Three, 2, 1, let's go. Starting off with the left arm first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. All right, that's 30 seconds. Breathe. Just 2 more intervals left. All right, 10 seconds. Let's get ready. Right arm this time. In 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Make sure your shoulders are still in contact with the floor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. One last interval left, and that will be our bent over rows. This time we'll be doing 15 reps. Get into a nice good position. One last set starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and let's go. Last 15 reps. Squeeze your armpits. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Let's just sit down, catch our breath for one long minute. And slowly open your eyes. Well done. I'm sure that wasn't easy. Before I do anything else, I want to take my laces off. If you've been training with me, you know, don't like to keep my shoelaces tied up. Feel like my feet can't breathe. Also because I wear an insole which kind of presses the foot a lot, so better to keep it this way. All right, quickly grab a sip of water, wipe that sweat off, and then we'll get straight into our stretches. All right, we've got a bunch of stretches, about 5 stretches. Let's go through them one by one. The first stretch is going to be the puppy dog pose for our lats and our rhomboids and scapula. Keep your knees under your hips, arms stretched forward. Make sure your hips are always above your knees and get your forehead down on the floor. We'll hold this for 60 seconds. Let's go. Keep breathing throughout the stretch. For that 1 minute, try and press your armpits closer and closer towards the floor. Today's workout was slightly different in terms of a challenger. We did an EMOM, took a break in between, did 2 unilateral movements and 2 bilateral movements. Felt slightly different. Would love to know your feedback about how did you like the workout. Let me know on the Facebook group Stronger Together with Cult Fit Home. Don't forget to tag me. You can also reach out to me personally on my Instagram handle. My handle is Nitish NB. I try and incorporate your feedback as much as possible into the sessions. Almost there. 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Alright, that was our first stretch. The second stretch is going to be the scorpion stretch for our chest. So for this, lie down on your chest, forehead down on the floor, get both your arms out. First bend one elbow so that the elbow is pointing up towards the ceiling. I would rather start with the right one first. From here, take the, let's do the left one only. Take your same leg as the arm which is bent, cross it over, and then try and lock your elbow which is bent, so that you feel a great stretch in your opposite chest. 30 seconds each side. The last stretch primarily focused on our lats and our scapula and rhomboids. This one will focus on the chest and the front deltoid. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Switch arms, get your right leg up, twist it across, and lock your elbow again for 30 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Alright. The next movement is going to be our downward dog to cobra. One of my favorite stretches because it gets both your hamstring, hip flexors and your core stretched at the same time. Very simple. Stand in your high plank. From there, raise your hips up. Get the heels to touch the floor. That's your downward dog. From there, flow into your cobra. Make sure it's only the palms and your toes touching the floor. From there, come back to downward dog. We'll do this for 60 seconds. Let's keep going. Almost halfway there. And that's time. All right. The next stretch is going to be our tricep stretch, because we've done a lot of presses, so we also need to stretch our triceps. Get one arm up, bend across the elbow, use the other arm to pull your triceps or elbows backwards. Hold it for 30 seconds. Halfway there. Four, 3, 2, 1, and switch arms. Pull and hold. Ten more seconds. And that's fine. One last stretch. We'll do the kneeling bridge for our quadriceps and our hip flexors. Sit down on your knees, hips down on your ankles. Get your palms behind your ankles on the floor. Raise your hips up, squeeze your bum and hold for 60 seconds. You should stretch your quads as well as your hip flexors. Hold it, 20 seconds up. The more you hold this, all the soreness from the lunges will not be felt tomorrow. Almost there. Last 10 seconds. And 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right. that brings us to the end of the full body challenger. I hope the workout lived up to the expectation. We almost topped it off to almost a 55-minute one. All right, on that note, that's it from my end. I'll see you on the other side with another dumbbell workout. Until then, stay fit, stay healthy, stay happy. Because we did a full body workout today, we're going to flaunt with the front double bicep pose. On my command, you just have to grab 2 ropes, pull it as hard as you can, and hold on to it at the end. All right? 3, 2, 1. We are cult!
For more such workout videos, download the CultFit app now. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. We are Cult.